Hello, my crafty friends. Well, I had a few minutes and I thought I would make a video. I need some art therapy, and so um, I got sent this package of stuff from a an Amazon seller, and they said that they would send it to me if I would make a video using it. And I love a use it challenge. That's always been one of my favorite things to do. That's why I enjoy Happy Mails, because I'm challenged to use something that, um, that somebody else tells me to use instead of having to look around my studio and decide what to use. And that's why I love Same Six Wednesday, because you get challenged to use something that you don't, look around and find in your stash. Anyway, this kit actually has, there's 6. I'm trying to get them all turned up right. 6 different packages of papers. And I can't remember how many that was altogether. What did I do with that paper? Let's see if it says on here. 180. There are 180 sheets of paper in this. And that looks like fun. First thing I'm going to do is just kind of look through them briefly. And then we're going to make some tags and maybe decorate these little pockets and stick something in my everything book. So that will be fun. We're going to start with this one because it's on top. Get the plastic out of the way. This one is You Me. It says old yellowed letters, and they come wrapped with some twine. That's fun. One thing about this package, just so you know, I will have the Amazon link to this specific pack of papers in they come with 2 cards too that are hemmed in, so there's some tag material right there. On Amazon. So the Amazon link to get to these will be in the description box below. I don't have an Amazon link. I mean, an Amazon, affiliate or anything like that. But I do want you to know exactly where to find these if you want to use them. And the paper feels really nice. It's thin. It'd be good for collage, but it still has a nice feel to it. It's matte. It's kind of a matte feeling, which I really like. And there's 2 of each one of these papers. And I like old scripts, so this is fun. And every collage has to have something like this in it. So these will be useful way beyond this, what we're doing with them today. Okay, so there's those. And I'm just going to go ahead and stick them back in between those papers so I know which set they are. So I guess since there's 2 each, that means there's 90 different kinds of papers in here. And so that's quite a bit. With tax and everything, it cost me $14.06 to buy these papers. So they're a nice size. A lot of times you get papers like this off of Amazon or somewhere, and they're really small. These are, well, let's get over here where I can do it easy. They're 4 3/4 by 7. So almost 5 by 7. Ooh, isn't that pretty? These are really pretty. And I love the thinness of the paper. That makes it, oh, okay, these are not, okay, well, okay, those 2 were doubles. But these are not doubles, so, but this one is. So I'm not sure what happened there. Maybe some just got out of order. I'm going through them kind of fast, I know, but the video I want to do, use them too. I don't just want to show them to you. Okay, that one is would be great to make a small, journal page out of. I'm going to set those aside because they're oriented different, and that one probably could be used that way too because it's got papers going all different directions. So I'm going to put them with those. Okay, so it looks like a couple of these two right here, I didn't get my second one of those, but that's not a big deal. There's so many papers in here, but that is something happens when you've got, probably machines counting these all out, or it might be people, but anyway, I'm going to leave these like that so I remember that, because I can use those differently. This one says Vintage Diary. So let's see what Vintage Diary entails. Oh, that's cool map. I love maps. I wonder if they're all maps. That would be really fun if they're all maps, because maps are always fun. Okay. See, this time I'm the one who, or they were out of order or something anyway. Okay. There's those two. And these, I don't know if you can tell, but it's the same map, but they're slightly different colors. I noticed that on this one too. They were just slightly different. That's kind of interesting. I don't think of it as a negative. It's just something to notice, but oh, I'm so glad to have a whole package of maps. To be honest, when I got her email, I went and looked at them really fast. I just looked at them and thought, oh, those will be fun to use. Yeah, I'll do this. I'll do this challenge. And so I didn't even really look to see what was in there. I just knew that they would be fun. I didn't expect them to be this big of a piece of paper, which that's really nice too. Okay, so there's a whole thing of maps. Let's see. Classical music score. Yeah, my brain's been so busy with non-crafty things that I kind of forgot what was even in this, what I did see when I went and looked at the package. Okay, here's some that goes this direction. I'm going to keep those out because I might do something with them along with those other pages that were turned that direction. Here's another one. Yay. Y'all know I don't like things turned the wrong direction, so it's fun for me to have some of these turned, a different direction. And I like that they're varying shades of color and not just, a whole bunch of them that are all this color or all that color. I like that. Ooh, that's pretty. I like that one too. That one looks like it's already a kind of a collage thing. All right. So we will leave these this direction. And two more. I thought it was my last one. but it's not. There's two more. This one is Butterfly Dream Cycle. Interesting. Interesting name. It took something powerfully transformative in my life to make me wake up to some fundamental truths of life. This life is a gift if you want to accept it, no matter what the obstacle. You can make your life abundant with joy and you can live authentically. I love that. It's very hard to read, but I love it. And that's something fun I needed to hear today. Oh, isn't that pretty? I like those going that direction. We're going to take those out too. We may just make a little journal to go in a journal. Oh, isn't that pretty? Using these is kind of like using a DigiKit, except I didn't have to print them off. But where you have to decide, what to do, and these butterflies would be fun to just fussy cut out and use. Those are really pretty butterflies. I like these butterfly pages. Very nice. And they're, big enough I can cut them out and use them. And then use what's left over, as collage papers. So, very nice. And this is the last one. Old newspaper dust, it says. Okay. Does that mean they're going to fall apart on me when I get them out? No, probably not. Okay. Oh, maybe all of these say the same thing. I'm going to check. They do. Well, that's cool. That means I have several different versions of this that I can use to make cards. So that's great. I didn't notice until right then that they were all, that the covers all said the same thing. Well, these are fun. Definitely great background papers for collage, tags, stuff like that. Yeah, I like that. And it's fun because some of them, like this one, you could cut out individual ones too. The individual little ads. Same for this one. At least this one and this one are complete, where you could cut them out if you wanted to. Ooh, that's pretty. All right, very nice. Very nice. Okay. Let me check my tags here. Get those out of the way. I may use them, but I don't need them right now. Okay, so the tag is a little bit longer than these papers. These are luggage tags from when Ethan went on his trip when he went to Indiana on Amtrak. He gave me these. So they've been wadded up, rolled up, because he just rolled them up and saved them for me. So they're still kind of, wrinkly. But let's start out just for fun with some of these. I'm trying to decide what do I want to use. Okay, I think I'm just going to go ahead and use that one, and then let's just hold my head up where I can't see, and okay, whatever that one is, I'm going to grab it. There. Okay, we're going to do those two. And I don't have good space here to set these. I'm going to do that. So we're going to use these for the fronts of these two. And I think I can take some off the side and maybe put it across the top, or we can just ink the top and leave that like that. That might actually be fun to do that. These little things came loose. I think that's what I'm going to do first, is glue those back on. My glue has not been used lately. It did not want to open up. It feels good to get some paper out and do a little something. I don't have long, so I may have to finish this video later, but in the back is pretty clean, and I may just leave it like that so it can be written on the back. Okay. Now then, let's see how this will... Oh, it'll actually even go further, so I could probably tuck it up underneath there as far as I need to get to the end. That's good. Okay, so I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to glue this right on and try to get it where I only have to cut one side off. I think I'm going to take these elasticy things off and put the twine. I'm not really into elasticy things, except when you need elasticy things, but I don't need them for this. So okay, I need, oh, here it is. Oh. Okay. I'm just going to start with this corner right here. Tuck that right underneath there. There we go. I'm going to have to flatten these out under something when after I get them made, because I didn't take the time to flatten them out before, because I found them 2 minutes ago when I was ready to do this. I thought, I've got a minute, find something I can do with these papers, and this was something I could do with them. Okay. So there's a piece I can save. And I'm going to do the same thing with this one. Oops, that looks like it might be fixing to come off. Let's go ahead and glue it back on just to be safe. Yep. Yep, that one was about to too. So these are made to be disposable. They're not thinking about longevity with luggage tags. Only artsy people want to keep luggage tags long term. Well, I guess somebody might want to, just to, you know, for memory purposes, I guess. But anyhow. Okay. Now then, we're going to do this one. Okay, we're going to do it from this side as well. Uh-oh, get up, get up. Okay. This turned out to be the perfect size. And here I was thinking they were too small. Okay. All right. Very nice. I'm going to let these two dry a little bit before we go on with them, and I'm going to work with these pockets. Okay, that's the card. I'm not going to worry about the card right now. I just want the pockets. So I'll save that for another thing. And let's look through these butterfly ones. What did I do with the rest of those papers? Oh, they're over here. Okay. These are the ones I used. The old newspaper dust are the ones I used for the background on these tags. And then I'm using the butterfly dream cycle to decorate these. But I'm going to save those out for a different project. And let's see which. Most any of these would be pretty on there. That just happens to fit like perfectly. Let me make sure. Well, it would cut off just a tiny bit, but that's not a lot. Okay, I'm going to keep that one just because I think that it's probably going to work. That would probably be pretty too, but it would take away from part of that. So, ooh, I think we'll use this one on the other one. Let's start with that right now. Okay. For this one, I can't decide. It might be fun to put a different paper behind that and to keep this whole. So something can peek out. Okay, let's see. This is 3 inches. Okay, we're just going to cut a 3 by 3 3 by 3 bit of it. Let's leave. Okay, there's that. And let's see, do we want this part? Well, obviously I can't measure. That's 3. Okay, it was 3 1/4. It was 3 1/4, but we're just going to let there be a border. I think that's fine. I kind of like that actually. So see, serendipitous. All right, now let's see how far we need this to go down. If we kind of mimic, that's not straight. Somebody like me cut it, I guess. Okay. And then let's stick it in here. I'm not sure if this will work, but we're going to try it. And I'm going to lay it right here. And I don't, yeah, there's a pencil. Okay. I'm going to do this. I'm going to trim that out. And then I'm going to glue it on. And I feel very smart actually doing that, because my typical thing would be to glue it on and think, oh, I need to, and then I would have to try to cut it out from inside that, and that would be a lot harder. So yay, my brain cells are working today. That's fun. We'll keep that. Okay. And then we glue this just like that. Okay, that's going to be good. Now then, let's come back over here and see if we can find a spot where I'm not going to be getting glue on the front. Oh, no. Oh, no, no. Okay, so there is a downside to thin papers. A lot of times most of the sides are up, but once in a while there's a downside, and this is the downside. Okay, I need to do this one first, so I'm going to just stick this over here for a minute. All right. Okay, I always have trouble trying to tuck stuff in. Yeah, there we go. Okay. So yeah, actually wasn't bad. And now we'll take this piece and we will put it right back where it goes. There we go. Nobody will ever know. Nobody will ever know. Okay, I like that, but I did want to put something behind it. I wonder if it'd be fun to put one of these behind it. That's not quite. Okay, no, let's find something else to put behind it. Okay. How about some map? Map would be fun. Butterflies. And we want it to really show up, so let's find ooh, that's pretty. The colors match too, but that might make it not show up as much. Let's look at this really dark one here. See if that shows up better. Yeah, I think it does. Okay. Okay. And so we're just going to take a bit of this. Okay, let's do it straight so we can use the rest of it somewhere. Okay, I want a little more than I have to have, so I can be sure that it okay, and I'm going to go on down to the bottom there. Okay. Okay. And I'm going to take something here. We're going to take this and stick it in there so I can glue this without getting glue on my pocket. And that probably will end up with extra glue on the outside because I went too far out. But that's okay. Let's go ahead and take this and okay, we're going to tear up the paper if we keep doing that. So let's just leave it alone. And we'll let it dry. There's that. And I really like this. I think I want to leave this, at least for right now. I'm going to set it aside and let that dry while I think about this. We may cut out another butterfly and just put on here. But I really, I don't want to lose what it really is. So let's set that aside over here. Let's work on this one. Okay. Okay, 2.5. By 3.5. Okay. 2.5 by 3.5. All right, what to do with my ruler? I thought I laid it. Oh, there it is. It was trying to hide underneath something. 2.5. That might be a good butterfly to put on the other one. By 3.5. Okay. Half. 1, 2, 3. There. Okay. Just didn't want to do it wrong. Okay. And then we're going to glue this right on there. I like that. That's good. Except I scooched it over a little too much. And I don't think I can scooch it back. Okay, that's all right. We're going to not worry about it. And then, do we want to use some of this matte paper in there? Nope, not quite big enough. So let's do music paper. That'd be fun. Let's see. I think I like this one that was really big. Somehow the contrast of the really big notes with the butterfly, dainty butterfly, is fun to me. Okay. And this is, okay, 3 inches wide. And we probably need, well, I cannot measure today. Not quite 3.5. Well, that's a bummer. Because I really like those big notes. Okay. Tell you what we're going to do. We're going to just use it that way. And I don't know where my little corner rounder is. I guess I'll use this, but it doesn't really like to there we go. Sorry. It's like, why is that not working? All right. We're going to mimic that shape. And we're going to just put it in like this and ink all around it. I need to ink all of these actually, so we're going to just ink in black today because it's sitting right here and I don't have to go looking for it. Alrighty, I need to it's kind of hard to do. There we go. Let's go ahead and close that for a moment and glue this on, and then we will ink everything else. I glued other things before I remembered to ink. That shows how long it's been since I've done this stuff. Because I know inking's one of my favorite things. All right. Nope, nope. Okay, Lisa. Sometimes knowing you have a limited amount of time to do something causes problems. And that's kind of what's going on with me. I know I need to get this done in a certain amount of time, so. Okay, there we go. That's cute. I like it. Okay, and now we need to, I need to ink this one. Let me put this up. I'll make it kind of grungy here. I wish I had inked right there. That would have been good. And let's put this in there and ink it too. Okay. But I didn't ink it, so let's just use a pen. And we'll emphasize it with a pen. Yeah. Even just that helps. Okay. So we've got these two. And this I'm just going to leave like that because it's beautiful just like that. It doesn't need anything else. This one, I want to put a butterfly on the front. And we might as well use this butterfly. Whoops. There we go. Sometimes it's better just to go ahead and get it out of your way. Woo. Okay. First a phone call, now a text. I'll check the text in a minute. When you got somebody in the hospital, of course now we're at rehab instead of the hospital, but still, phone calls you want to respond to pretty urgently. A text usually isn't as urgent, so. But I'll check it in a minute. Oh yeah, I like that. So do we want... I think I'm going to do it like that. I'd hoped to get a journal spread done today too, but I don't think that's going to happen, and I think that needs to be pen. The pencil just doesn't quite look right. Okay, I don't think we're going to make it to a journal spread today, but I'll do another video for that. So here's these two. Those are really nice. Love that. And now we need to do some more on here. And I'm thinking, whoops, maybe flowers from that, this collection of the plant roots. Vintage plant roots, it says. So let's see what we can find here to go on these. I want something that's going to be pretty bold and big. Oh, the birdhouse might be fun. But I would want to cut out all of those, and I don't have time for that. Let's keep one of those just in case. Oh, that pink is pretty. I'm not really a pink person all that much, but that's really pretty. Okay, let's see. Yeah, I think I want that one. And, well, maybe the pink over there. Somehow the creamy on the more black and white background doesn't work, but it looks pretty there. Okay, that's what we're going to do. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and take these papers out from each of the different places, because it's kind of making it hard to do stuff when I've got things sticking out. And otherwise I can keep these all just like that in a stack. And I'll stick those in a stack. That's really pretty too, isn't it? Okay. All right, let's do a little more quick fussy cutting here. I guess I could go ahead and shut off the camera so you don't have to watch me fussy cutting, but I'm just going to talk while I fussy cut. I want y'all to know how much I appreciate knowing how many of you have my stepfather and my mom and me and my stepsister, all of us who are trying to navigate this new portion of our life. And we really do appreciate it. We need all the wisdom we can get. So if you will pray not only for healing for Daryl and for Mom to continue to have the strength to do what she wants to do, which is to be there with him, that she won't get sick or run down because of it. And that Darla and I will be able to make the decisions we need to make and do the things we need to do for what's best for them. Some of this is probably going to get cut off on the other side, but if I've cut it all out, then, and I'm not cutting every little bit, like these little things that stick up past the rose buds, the little green parts that stick up high that are really thin. I'm not in the mood to be that much of a perfectionist, so we're not going to worry about that. Oh yeah, that looks pretty, doesn't it? Beautiful, beautiful. But would it be better to cut it off on this side? I kind of think it would, now that I'm looking at it, because that way I keep all the rosebuds. Okay, so let's just go ahead and do that. Well, let me make sure I've got it in position. Okay. I'll have to come back and cut some more off, I think, because I didn't do a very good job of getting that straight. Okay, let's use bigger scissors. Maybe the less cuts I take, the straighter it'll be. Okay. And I'll come over here. There we go. Very nice. Okay. Sorry, had to answer that text real quick. Okay, I love it, love it. Very pretty. Let's go ahead and go ahead and ink this one up. And then we will work on the other one. I'm going to leave these papers kind of where they're loose like that. And do this a little bit grungier. All right, I like that. The only thing we might want to look for is some words. Okay, I'm going to pause the video and cut this one out. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and cut this little bud off right here because it's the only one that won't actually fit on here, and that way I can just put the whole thing on there. The rest of them will fit really nice. I do think because they are so close to the background color, I'm going to go ahead and ink around them. I probably don't necessarily need to ink around the, the green stuff, but if I'm going to be kind of grungying up the white parts, I might as well go ahead and do the whole thing. Now you could ink it much neater than this, but I kind of like it a little bit where it's obvious I don't know, it ages it a little bit more to do it kind of roughly. I guess that's what I'm saying. Now, I'll probably ink that when I do the outside edge anyway, but okay. See, that makes a huge difference, doesn't it? It just really stands out like that. I like it. Okay. Now then, oh, there's a spot of mist right there. Okay. All right. I'll just take that tiny little bit off. And now we will, let me close the glue. We'll ink this. All right, I'm going to do a little more up there too. Okay. There are those two. And I really like those. Now we could add something else onto them, but I think they're beautiful just like that. And I really enjoyed working with this pack of papers. I've got all these bits that I'm going to stick in my my box of scraps. Okay, they're in there now. I've got these that we might make a journal with. And then I've got all of these left to do some more other fun stuff with. So, all in all, I think that, oops, there's a little scrap. Don't want to lose it. I think that was a fun hour spent playing with those papers. And I have stuff I can put into a journal. And I may, add on to these later. I don't know. I may just put something stiffer on the back and use these like to as writing boards in a journal or something. I don't know. You could do all kinds of things. The pockets will definitely go into a journal. I'm just not sure which journal yet. So I hope you enjoyed watching me play with all these papers, and we'll do a part 2 later when I get another chance. We'll do some more fun stuff with these papers, but for right now, if you like them and you want to get them, there's a link in the description box below where you can go straight to the Amazon store of the lady who I got these from. I didn't buy them. She gave them to me, but anyway, I think they're worth the $14. I would have been happy if I had spent that money on them. So God bless you. Have a wonderful day. And thank you for your prayers. And please continue. Bye-bye.